laughed for so long. That's so cute.
This is my song to carry on.
Ruby just had these amazing blue eyes. When she looked at you, she looked into your soul.
Anyone that met her or held her, first thing they noticed was her big blue eyes just staring right at them.
There's just something so obviously special about her. And it wasn't just us that thought that. It was every family member, every friend, and every nurse and doctor that met her were just really connected to her from the beginning. She had such a little sweet personality and was so tender, and the one word to really sum her up is sweet. Kate was so excited to become a big sister. She loved to lay on my belly, and she was so ecstatic about her new role. It was around like her 2-month appointment. She was still looking a little bit jaundiced to us, so we brought that up with the doctor, and he wanted some blood work done, and he called that night and said that there was something very wrong and that we would need to check into the hospital the next morning for further testing, and it really had just thrown us for a loop. We were not expecting it to be anything big, and you just never think that anything like that is going to happen to you. We went up to UCLA where kind of her journey started there, and where she was diagnosed with Crowley syndrome, which is a disorder of the biliary tree in the liver, and her liver just didn't function like it should. She wasn't able to gain weight. Her liver didn't drain bile like it was supposed to, and caused her body a lot of harm. So hard to see her sweet little baby going through such a hard thing, and we had no idea that was the beginning of a really long road. So it was kind of a bittersweet thing. Every time she had her labs done, if her labs were worse, then her score would go up. So we were happy because that meant that her transplant would happen sooner. But it was hard because that meant she was getting worse. Matt and I were both tested to see if we could donate part of our liver for her. And I found out that mine was too large for her. Something that we didn't really think about before all this is that babies need baby-sized organs, and they're just not enough.
This is my song to remember me by when the moon grows long.
I remember, I think there was 3 incidences where we got all prepared and got all ready, and they said there's a possible local donor, the doctor's gotta go check it out. They tell us it was too big, or they couldn't do it for other circumstances. Every time we try to take her outside to go on the grass or look at the trees, or put her on a big blanket out on the grass there, and go get some frozen yogurt and sit out there and
Sneak her some yogurt. We were determined if we have to be in the hospital with her that we were gonna, let her enjoy her first summer, and so we had a point of eating every meal outside. We'd go out as much as we could and lay under the trees, and she loved the sun on her face. Like the second we would go outside, she would arch her little back up and put her face right in the sun, and usually it put her right to sleep. She just loved it. So cute. But when we were home, we would go walk around the lake by our house, and it felt like a very normal thing to do amid all the chaos that our life was at that time, to just take a minute and be as a family and go enjoy being outside together. And we really enjoyed Ruby's summer a lot, and those are things that we really cherish now, are those memories that we have as a family. The day before she passed away, we hadn't been able to hold her for a while because she was on she had a breathing tube, and I wanted to be close to her and hold her, and I had been wanting to ask if I could lay down in the bed with her, but I was nervous with all the medical equipment around, and I finally asked the doctor if I could get in bed with her and snuggle, and he said that I could, and the nurses moved all the things out of the way, and I got to climb up in the bed with her. And at that point, it was just to be able to be close to her and touch her, and let her know that I was there for her was really the only thing I could do at that point. And I laid there for a few hours with her, and after that, I remember I really had a strong feeling that her life was about to be over, and I really felt that her work here was done. And feeling like that as a mother, I thought, why would I think that? And she's just a baby. Like, what was her work here in her 7 months? And it's really become obvious over the past 5 months what that work was, and that was to inspire people.
A couple hours previous before her passing, I got the same confirmation, that it was her time, it was her mission. Everything might not work out the way they planned. So at that point, we just looked at each other and we, thought it's okay if she doesn't get the liver. She's done everything that she could, and we've done everything that we could to help her out and to find a cure. And it's just like a comforting feeling that we both had.
This is my song to remember me by when the moon grows long in the sky, and you wonder why goodbyes are bound to be.
June is when I really started updating my blog about her progress regularly, and I had asked people to sign up to become an organ donor in her honor, and it was on her 6-month birthday? Yeah. I think our goal was to hit 200 people, and we hit that goal, I think, around like noon that day, and it kept going. To this day, there's probably about 1,800 people that have signed up to become an organ donor in her honor, which is amazing. We really felt like after she passed away that we needed to keep that work going. Just as parents, to keep her memory alive is something that's really important to us. It makes us feel like she's close and still a part of our lives every day. We've started the Ruby Jane Foundation to raise awareness about organ donation. We don't want more pain and suffering, and we don't want families to have to go through what we did. There's a cure out there. Ruby didn't get it, and we're trying to make a difference. We hope that her story will touch people and inspire them to make a difference by registering and continuing to give hope to those who need it. Kate talks about her all the time. She loves to go to Ruby's place, as we call it, and it's something that we do as a family, and we bring a blanket and we talk about Ruby, and we just enjoy spending some time that's just set aside specifically for Ruby. As a family, a lot of healing has taken place. We have a long way to go, and I know we will never be healed from what we've gone through. Our faith has really given us hope that we all see Ruby again, that she'll be our daughter forever. We haven't lost her. We know where she is. To us, it's a temporary separation, and that kind of makes it doable in a way. We miss her in our arms every single day, but we'll have that back again.